This video is presented by the EA Game Changers. What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to use Lamar Jackson in Madden Ultimate Team this year. I'm going to show you the best scheme to use with him to utilize his speed and his throwing ability. As you can see, his MUT card to start the year is a 75 overall, but he does have that 87 speed. He is one of the fastest quarterbacks you can get in the game at launch. His throwing stats could be a little bit better, but we're going to show you how to take advantage of his speed and maximize him. People are calling him the next Michael Vick, so we're going to show you how to use him the same way that I would look to use a Michael Vick type player. So you want to pick a trip set, like a trips tight end flex, and you want to focus on a play like PA crossers. This is in a ton of playbooks this year, and what you want to do is you want to streak the tight end, and then you want to take the outside wide receiver and put him on an in route. Now when you go to do the play action, you want to hold the right trigger or the R2 button to cancel it, and then you want to look to roll out, hit turbo, and get to the outside and utilize Lamar Jackson's speed. Now the great thing about this play is when you roll out, you have all of these crossing routes coming to the same side of the field with you. So at that point you either look to take off or you look to either hit one of the crossing patterns that are coming across the field. And you're going to see here in this example, by rolling out, you tend to suck the zone coverage down a little bit with you. Look how the zone coverage has to respect you, and then you have the deep crossing route on the back end there that we just hit to Doug Baldwin. That is why guys like Lamar Jackson are so hard to contain, because when they get outside the pocket, you have to respect their ability to scramble, but at the same time, if you have crossing routes coming on the back end, those zones kind of have to stay a little bit more home to respect the fact that you can scramble out, and that usually allows some of those deep crossing routes to get behind them. And then you have the in route coming over the field as a check down, which we will demonstrate a little bit later in the video. But right now, again, look, I'm getting out of the pocket. If they're not going to have any type of contain or spy on me, I am taking off. I am using that 87 speed to my advantage, and then I'm going to make sure to either get out of bounds or slide when I get near any defender, because I don't want to take a hit stick and potentially fumble the ball. If you're going to get out the pocket and run, make sure to slide, make sure to get out of bounds. You don't want to risk a fumble, because it's very easy for QBs to fumble. This is why a play like PA crossers, or PA post shot as it's called, there's different versions in different playbooks, it's so good. Now another thing you want to do with this scheme is you want to utilize the inside zone run. Why? Because it plays off of the PA crossers. So you're running a PA play, the defense is worried about you getting out of the pocket, hitting these deep crossing routes, so they're more concerned about protecting the outside and protecting against your scrambling ability. But then you can mix the inside zone in, which looks exactly the same as the play action. They don't know if you're going to actually run the ball or use a play action, so now that gives them two things to worry about. They have to worry about you running the ball with the running back, but they also have to worry about protecting the outside against Lamar Jackson's speed and still having enough coverage over the field to take care of all these crossing patterns. So as you can see, if you mix both of these two plays together, it makes for a very good scheme with Lamar Jackson, because you're just making your opponent have to worry about too much. Now when you get close to the end zone, you want to use PA rollout plays. So look for plays like PA boot slide, or any PA play that has the word boot or slide in it. That's going to give you an automatic rollout with the quarterback. So you're going to see here, after the play action, he's going to immediately start rolling out, and then we can take advantage with that and try to get to the outside, either pass the ball or take it in for a touchdown. Here you see the outside, there's no containment, so we take it in untouched with Lamar Jackson for a touchdown. That is a good thing to use with mobile quarterbacks. Any type of PA boot slide or PA boot rollout type of play action, because you have an automatic built-in rollout animation. So as soon as they go to hand the ball off, they're going to immediately kind of whip around and start rolling out. And at that point, you make the decision, do I take off and run, or do I hit one of the crossing patterns that's coming with me? On that play there, you saw there was no containment, so we just took off and ran, and it resulted in a touchdown. So that's another thing you want to utilize with fast QBs. Utilize those PA boot rollouts. So here, we're back in the PA play, and you see here I checked it down to the in route. Notice what happened there. You might want to rewind that back. There was containment on the outside. I couldn't roll out. The defensive end was setting a hard edge, so I stayed in the pocket and I dumped it down to my in route. So here they don't contain the edge. We get to the outside again, and now we hit Jerry Rice on the crossing pattern. So there's a lot of things you have to look out for. If the outside is open, you get to the outside every time and you make them choose. Are they going to defend the crossing routes, or are they going to defend you scrambling the ball? And you pick and choose which one you want to go with. Here we went with the pass because it was wide open. If they have containment on the edge, then you just stand in the pocket and you check it down to the in route like you saw a couple plays earlier. And again, don't forget to mix the inside zone run in, because it plays plays off of the play action, they'll never know which play you're using until it's too late. Now, once you've done all this, this is when you want to try to hit a verticals type play because they're so worried about crossing routes. Now you can hit them down the seam like we just did there to Antonio Brown. So as a brief recap, follow with me here. You use the PA crossers because they have to worry about you running across the field horizontally. You mix in the inside zone, so they have to respect the run. So now that you have the defense stretched out and worried about multiple things, now you can pull out a play like verticals and you can hit them down the seam because there's guaranteed to be holes down the seam because of everything else they have to worry about. And last but not least, use the PA boot rollout plays, especially closer to the goal line where you don't have as much room to stretch the field. Those plays can get your QB out on the move and able to make plays to get him in the end zone. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, as always, just drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.